23 told us that most of the time the word order is subject then verb. Tool 24 says there are some acceptable exceptions to Tool 23. Let's take these one at a time. Tool 24a, sometimes when there or here comes first, the order can be verb and then subject, or helper verb, then subject, then verb. Okay, write that down and then write down the examples here. Okay, we'll do this part later. So write down 24a and then let's look at some examples. So for 24a, here is the money. Okay. If you imagine this sentence straightened out a little bit, okay, then it's easy to see that what's the subject? The subject is the money, the who or what, the money, right? The verb is just going to be a be verb is, okay? That's the same sentence as this one. We just change the order sometimes. Why do we do it? We emphasize that it's here, right? So I might be holding it out to you and showing you, right? Oh, here is the money. So the verb is still going to be is, and the subject is still going to be the money, just like it is in this sentence. So often when we start with the word here or the word there, it reverses the order of the subject and the verb. Okay. There are some real geniuses in my class. Again, starting with there, we reverse the subject-verb order. So the verb is are, and the subject is some real geniuses, this whole thing. Okay. In my class, of course, is a prepositional phrase. There is the dog running in the park. Okay. Now, what's the subject here? Who or what is doing the running? It's the dog, right? So we're going to label the dog as the subject. And what's he doing? He is running. So we have a be helper is, and I'm going to move this, and he is doing what? He is running. So there's our CV. Okay. So sometimes the subject, with the here or there, the subject will come in between the be helper and the continuing verb. Okay, back to our tool. 24b says, in a question, the word order can be subject verb, verb subject, or helper verb, subject verb. In this case, be helper and continuing verb here. So write that part down. Okay, got that one? Let's look at some of these. Do you like math? Okay, well, again, it might help to sort of straighten this out into a statement. You like math, right? That in this one, it's easy to see that who is the subject is you. What do? You like, right? Okay. Do you like math? So the subject here is still going to be you, and the verb is still going to be like. Okay. Is he nice? Well, he is nice. He is our subject, is the verb. So in this case, verb comes first and then the subject, right? This is the same as he is nice. I'm just asking it as a question, and to show that it's a question, I reverse the verb and the subject order. Okay. Are you going? Well, again, here's one with a be helper and a continuing verb, right? Instead of stating you are going, we're asking the question, are you going? So are is going to be our be helper. Subject is going to be you, and the continuing verb is going to be going. Okay. Again, so the subject might come in between the be helper and the continuing verb when we write a question. Alternately, we may make something a question just by putting that question mark at the end. Okay. So instead of saying you are, period, which would be a statement, right? We say you are, as if I'm surprised by that, and that's subject first and then verb second. So in questions you might have the subject and the verb second, but be aware that you might have the verb first and the subject after it.